on stage as I am at the Indian Casino. Oh, you guys have been, yeah. Hey, and I'm so happy to see everyone here tonight, because that tells me that no one in here is insured by United Healthcare. Fuck yeah, we're all here. Now, before we really get started, I just want to get one thing off my chest, because I know we're all going to party outside afterwards, and I don't want to answer these questions all night. No, I'm not wearing any makeup, and I'm not Alice Cooper's bastard son. I just don't sleep. Trust me, if I was going to choose to wear makeup, I wouldn't choose to look like the end product of Ozzy Osbourne fucking a raccoon. So that's been hard for me. You know, it's been rough, because last year my dad had 2 strokes, and he has dementia, and my best friend died. And it tears me up inside, because one of the last things we talked about, we got into this big old fight about how he never invites me anywhere. He did it again. Ooh, the instant pot is on low for that one. That joke was darker than the circles under my eyes. That pot had more holes than my friend. He's up there laughing right now. Check it out, my plans got derailed for tonight. So my girlfriend was out of town and she wasn't supposed to land until 11 o'clock. She caught an early flight. She's here right now. But I was going to talk a lot of shit tonight. Not about her, you assholes. I love my girlfriend. No, but it's something just about as bad. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to talk shit about one of her friends, and listen, we all have at least one piece of shit friend in our lives. I actually have 3, because it takes one to know some. Her friend is the absolute worst person I've ever met in my life, and I was warned about her. Like, I was told she's a valley girl, and I'm a valley boy, but nothing kills me more than the valley accent. Anyway, so I meet this chick, and she comes up with like this weird fucking birthday present. She had like a thing of orchids, and she shows up and she plops it down. She goes, "I got you an orchid!" I'm like, Valley? Which valley? Not San Fernando. It's more like the Mekong Valley. Like, this girl is Vietnamese, just to give you a little background. And she has more red flags than a Chinese military parade. Even her name is a red flag. So she married this feller whose last name is Gross. Now you're thinking, Gary, why are you tripping? That's a common name. Yeah, it is. Her first name is So. Yeah, she chose this life for herself. And she's a teacher. You know when like the kids find out what her fucking name is, they are going to be relentless and ruthless, but she wants that for herself. I don't know. But anyway, it gets worse. She starts going up to every single guy at this birthday party, and she just asks them, "How much do you make?" I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. We live in a fucking civilization. We live in a polite society. You don't ask people how much they make. You ask them what they do for a living. Then you go on Google and Glassdoor, and then you look up how much they make. This chick digs for more gold than any 49er in the history of California. God damn it. You guys think I'm done with this birthday party, sir? I'm just getting started. So she comes in wearing a fisherman's bucket hat, and the only person allowed to do that is the year 2000 Kobe Bryant at the NBA Finals. Like, why would you do that? She shows up, and no one has ordered. We haven't looked at our menus, and she just hits the buffet like a maniac, and like her plates are like taller than Everest. And then she gets another plate, and another, and another, and another. She had 7 plates by the time we ordered. The managers and the servers are looking worried, like, oh shit, we're not making any profit today. And I'm over here pissed off at her because everybody, like, I'm getting older and my metabolism isn't what it used to be. Like, I'm over here struggling with the Ozempics. And she's like getting skinnier with each pile of food she's eating. Like, I just want to like scratch her eyes out, that bitch. To top things off, she goes to the bathroom and we never see her again, and we're stuck with her bill. She invited us over to have dinner next week. You guys tell me if this is a good idea or not. I'm gonna starve myself for 3 days. I'm gonna try marijuana for the first time ever, and I know I look like I've never touched this stuff. I'm gonna try the marijuanas. I'm gonna show up to her house and fucking eat everything. And check this out, I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm gonna have a gallon of milk before I go to her house. What do you think? Should I fucking clog her toilet or what? Yeah. Alright, I got the approval of the ice house, we're doing this. Babe, sorry, not sorry. We had an election last month. Yeah, I know. I worked the election actually. I was an inspector, so it was my job to go to every polling place in my district and make sure everything's fine and dandy. So I go to this one spot. It was before 10 o'clock, and it was a senior center. Cool. I love the elderly. I have one at home. So everyone's in line, ready to vote. Like they want to do their voting before the Price is Right starts. I'm like, fuck yeah, fucking righteous. So, you know, everything's fine at the side. I go to some other sites, and I come back after lunch. And it's the same people that I saw in line. Like, what's going on? Did these people not vote? And like, all my workers are panicking. Like, yeah, no, they already voted. Like, fuck. What kind of place is this? I asked them, like, what kind of elderly home is this? They go, oh, this is a memory care facility. You know, there's gonna be some voter fraud going on in here. I'm gonna go to jail. Like, no one's gonna give a fuck except my girlfriend. Like, my dad will be happy to see me go. But I don't want to lose all my shit like Rudy Giuliani. I gotta think of something. And then I remembered, I have one of those at home. And all I need is a distraction, so I casually go up through the line, and I just say loud enough, because I'll have hearing aids. Frank Sinatra's in the bingo room watching Matlock. I just escaped all charges, yeah. I come back 4 hours later before dinner, and it's the same people in line. Like, oh no, this is some hardcore Alzheimer's right here. So I gotta think on my feet, thinking fast. I go, Andy Griffith's fucking Lucille Ball in the sauna room. And then one of the old guys goes, yeah, I fucked her too after Desert. I'm like, god damn it! This is not the Babalu I had in mind! Whatever. Enjoy the next month while we can. Anyone here a fan of Zankou chicken? Zankou chicken is the fucking shit, isn't it? Like, that garlic sauce is to fucking die for, like, and I'm just so sad that I learned about Zankou chicken so late in life, considering that I'm Armenian, like, my people kept this from me. That garlic sauce is so potent and so good, like, it cleared up my herpes. I wish I knew about Zankou chicken during the pandemic. I could have been partying with rednecks instead of playing it safe. But I became such a big fan of Zankou chicken that I wanted to learn more and more about the history of Zankou. So I'm reading the Wikipedia, and the more I read, the more horrified I become. Did you guys know that Mr. Zankou killed his mom and his sister before turning the gun on himself?
Yeah.
Right? It was brain cancer. There's been a lot of people who've had brain cancer and they don't do crazy shit like that. So I decided this story doesn't sound right, so I need to do some investigating. So I took a trip to the motherland, Glendale, California, and got some real answers. And I talked to everyone wearing excessive amounts of cologne, anyone who had one eyebrow, an Adidas tracksuit, a white BMW. I talked to everyone at the laser hair removal clinic. And they all said the same thing. They said, could you stop laughing so I can finish this story? What's wrong with you? Fuck. Rude. Nah, you guys are awesome. Mr. Zankou, he went into chemo one day. The final day. He didn't get to ring the bell. He wasn't taking the chemo all that well that day, and he just decided to call it an early day, and he went home. Mr. Zankou comes home, walks into the kitchen to see his mom and his sister, eating a fucking bucket of KFC. And he went a little El Pollo Loco there. I don't want to hear my people brag about being the first Christians after that one, because that was not very Christ-like. All right, one more thing before I go. Did you guys notice that the Jehovah's Witnesses stopped coming around during the pandemic and they kind of haven't been back? Right? Like, I got a couple letters from them, but nothing else. They haven't been back. Folks, I didn't need a fucking virus to figure this shit out. I figured this shit out when I was a teenager. I was getting so annoyed. Every Sunday, they would interrupt me during my redneck activities like football and NASCAR. Like, I was trying to enjoy my Sunday. And they wouldn't take the hint. Like, I was really nice and polite at first. I know I'm not interested. And then they go, well, would your neighbors be interested? I'm like, yo, I'm in Sherman Oaks. All my neighbors are Jews. If no one else has been able to convert them for 5,000 years, it's not going to be you. Fuck the dumb fucks. So they just could not get the message. So they came back one day during the Daytona 500, and I'll be damned if I'm going to be interrupted during the Daytona 500. So I had enough. So I heard a knock on the door. I took off all of my clothes. And I opened the door, I go, good morning! And they're like, ah! And they ran away. Cool, right? But I don't know what it is, but word travels fast with these cults. So a week later, there's another knock on the door. I'm like, oh, goddamn it. I take off all my clothes again, and I open the door, and it's a Catholic priest. Oh, shit. What's up, Father? What can I do for you? He tightens up his collar and he goes, Father, now you can call me Daddy. Mommy! Thank you all so much. You are freaking awesome.